It's good, guys. It's good. It's happening. Good morning. Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing today? Just type a 1 if you can hear me. Just type a 1 if you can hear me. Type a 1 if you can hear me, guys. Let's go. Just type a 1 if you can hear me. Don't be a dummy. Why are you typing it 2? Why are you typing it 2? I wish I can attend, but I'm in class. Focus on your class. You don't need to attend. Why is guy typing it 2? Yeah, I came a little bit late. I had a technical issue. My guys were solving that. Yeah, but we're never late. We're never late to the party. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's go on the charts, right? Let's go on the charts. Let's look at a few things that's happening here. I have no guest today. No, I have no guest. Don't ask me that. I'm the guest. There's no guest today. Yeah. All right. I see everybody can hear me loud and clear. So let's look at the charts. You guys realize that gold hit an all-time high, 4,000? Quite interesting, right? I said this on the last stream that we had. That was on I said this on a Monday that we were going to hit an all-time high. Who was here? Some of you guys were here. Yeah, I say this. I said we're going to hit an all-time high, 4,000, and we did hit that. And I think I said it when we were somewhere around this level. This was Monday. I think we're somewhere here. We were trading somewhere here. And price went up. Guess how many points this is? Guess how many points this is? This is about like 1,000 points from Monday. That's crazy. It's also rare to see assets like gold make movements like this in a very short space of time. But also that should tell you that there's a lot going on right now. I was here when you said that. Yeah, it should also tell you that there's a lot going on right now. Why aren't you live on Facebook? I don't know. I have a technical issue. Facebook's banned me from going live for some days. They don't want people on Facebook to get this value for whatever reason. So maybe until then. Pick a guess from the chart. No, I can't pick a guess from the chart. If you want to join the video, you can click the link in the description. You can be a part of it. Yeah, so 1,000 points in a very short space of time is crazy. That's like 3 days currently, right? I don't think gold is done going to the upside either, if I'm being really honest with you. It's not a selling market also per se. The best you can do is go down to like lower time frames and kind of like spot opportunities. Well, I haven't traded myself. I didn't trade yesterday. I haven't taken any trade today either. But I don't really think it's done going to the upside. But also we can say that this is a resistance level, right? So we can say that's a resistance that we have. And that's also currently London Sessions high. This is a 50 minutes time frame. Guess what happens if we break that high? I think continuation is very possible. Like a break above here would bring about like a continuation to where I think maybe price will be headed towards 4,000. It's crazy saying gold is at 4,000 all time high. It's never been here before. Yeah, maybe 4,070, I think. Yeah, I think so. Probably that could be the next level. Or 4,100. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, profits on the side. Okay. I have a class test in 3 hours. I want to look at the charts before. Okay. It's good you're here. It's good you're here. Yeah, I think God is still very bullish, guys. I think God is still very bullish. Extremely bullish. I do think so. I don't think anything is stopping it right now. But I also know that today we have like some important news, right? Around like FOMC minutes. Yeah, so we have this important news today around like 8 p.m. Mhm. The news is very important because it could set the trajectory for where price should be headed to overall for the dollar and just overall US assets. It's at 8 p.m. today. It should be crazy volatility. Should be very crazy volatility. Yeah. More of like policy making. Yeah, most of that. So minutes here. If it's more hawkish, obviously good for the currency. This happens 8 times. 8 times every day. 8 times every day. So let's look out for that, right? In case you're trading any US assets. 8 p.m. Don't miss the party. I'm not live anyway. Just don't miss the party. All right. Just don't miss the party. 8 p.m. Should be interesting. Well, I could be looking for a break above there on a 50 minutes time frame. Yes. It's aiming for 4,500 by the end of the day. Most likely. Could even go past that, to be honest with you. Could go past that. Morning, sir. What's happening, David? Share the stream, David. Copy the link to the stream. Share it in your group. Share it to your friends. Share it to your mates. Let them join. I was with some guy from Nigeria, Jeffrey Bainson, on that was Monday. We had a great chat. We had a great chat. Amazing guy. We had a great chat. Trading related, I think. Most of it was about that. You are selling NAS? No, I'm not selling NAS right now. I'm not in any trade actually. Your thoughts on what happened to Charlie? To be honest with you, I don't have any thoughts on that. But may his soul rest in peace. Yeah, guys, so I think gold could push up if it breaks this high. Most likely. Continuation. So we can look out for that. One of the easiest trades you can take. Because volume is so present. So if we break here, close of a candle, I'm gonna put my stop below this low. I'm gonna put my TP 4,070. All right. And I'm gonna have like a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. And that should be good. Nothing too much. Nothing too much. But right now we haven't broken the high, so it's a little bit, hard to tell. I was also hoping that maybe price was trying to maybe like come down to this area. Like we have Asian right there, and price was gonna come down here and probably like shoot up. I was hoping that that's what price was gonna do when it was like making this retracement move. But I figured out that wasn't really the intention. It just came down to here. And if you pull out a fib, someone's saying pull out a fib. If you pull out a fib here, right, you have something looking like this. So you have this low of Asian and this high of London, kind of like pre-London also. So you realize the price is bouncing off this key level, 23.6. Yeah, it looks like it. Can you share a little view on gold? This is what we're doing right here, David. Take a look at BTC. Okay. Your ability to live stream for an hour without being robotic is impressive. Yeah, you get used to it. I'm used to interacting. I assume you guys can, hear me and, we just like on the same vibe. And yeah, we have the same interest actually. And I think I'm good at keeping a conversation as well. I think I'm very good at keeping conversation. But yeah, my view on gold, guys. If the 50 minutes cannot close like that, let's look at BTC. BTC is ranging as of now. Um, you saw this move played out from Monday. You saw it, bullish candle, price goes up. You saw this move played out. Yeah, I mean, you could say strategy doesn't work, but what explains that? Most of the movements we catch always play out. Right, fine. So BTC USD, key area of interest right here. Okay. We have a key area of interest here. Area of interest. Something like that. Area of interest. I did upgrade my Mac OS to what Mac OS is this? I don't know if I made a good or bad decision, to be honest with you, but I'm having a lot of issues, you know, like with my. Let me check. I don't know what Mac OS this is. It's where is that? Mac OS Tahoe, something like that. It's like 26.0. I upgraded this the other day, but I think I'm having a lot of issues. Like they've upgraded a lot of things that is new to me. But anyway, whatever. Yeah, this is an area of interest. Current strong resistance level, okay, as of BTC, sitting at this area right here. Okay, that's like 122. Okay, I think price is going to test the same level before it can fall further the downside. Well, could fall or could break. Game of probabilities, right? Could go here, fall back, could go here, close of a candle, break to the upside. Okay, so two things. We could try to bounce if price goes here, creates resistance. Then we're going to look for potential move to the downside. Okay, yeah. We have an open right here. Price opened somewhere here, and only if price can start closing below this level, I think we could maintain good sells. But right now, it looks like we're in a bearish trend. Yeah, it looks like we're in a bearish trend. Lower lows and lower highs, right? Lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, right? Something like this. This is what we're in right now. And currently, it looks like we are at this level. Where's my trend line? Where's my trend line? Okay, there it is. It looks like we're at this level right here. Is Tupac your favorite artist? No. Did I ever say that? No, I don't think so. Someone said you should have waited for that version to be stable. I think so. Maybe I rushed it. But one thing I haven't rushed yet is buying an iPhone 17. I could buy it like today. I don't think it's worth it. You know, these things like just for status, right? Like you upgrade like from one old iPhone to like the new one, like status, like, hey guys, I got the iPhone 17 and stuff. And you look cool, you look like you have the money and stuff. It's just for status, I think, you know. How much is the iPhone 17 right now, guys? How much is it? I know we have like an iStore here in Zambia. It's the only iStore we have is like, is it Eastpak Mall? This one, right? How much is the same iPhone 17? I see people buying the same iPhone for like 100K. Is that true? Why are people buying iPhone 17 for like, where is it? Where do I have to go? Here? Okay, let's explore. And where? Okay, there we go. Where are the prices? Okay, let's do iPhone 17 Pro Max. Maybe we can buy an iPhone 17 Pro Max today. 512 GB, 51,000. Not that bad. But I'm told the color difference also matters. Like the gray is like a little bit cheaper. I don't know, but I think they're saying out of stock. Sold out. Really? They're saying out of stock. People buying these iPhones, yeah? They're saying out of stock here. I think I understand why it's out of stock. I think it's because 35,000. No, no, no. I think it's because the rest were selling it for a higher price here, and iStore just gave everybody the actual price. I think I understand. How many cars do you have? I have a lot of cars. You just have to put in the work. Yeah. They're saying out of stock, so we can't buy an iPhone 17. Look, they're saying out of stock. We're going to buy an iPhone 17 here. Why are we looking at iPhones though? Let's go back on the chart. Yeah, so like I was saying, guys, this is a bearish trend. We're sitting at somewhere here, all right? So there's a high possibility that price could push down if we're sitting at somewhere this area, all right? So what you do is wait for some kind of like resistance to be created here. If a top price breaks this level, what then happens is this: if price breaks this level, right, breaks, it means that we could go to the next high, which is this level, right? So currently we're sitting at somewhere here, all right? So this is this level here, okay? This is New York high, recent New York high, which is this, okay, this spot right here. So it's a simulation of that, okay? My view on this is we most likely could get a bearish market, but subject to confirmation. Right, it does look like a very good downtrend as of now, right? Especially if you stretch a fib here. If you stretch a fib, looks like we're playing around this level. Yeah, around 23.6. Yeah, but let's see. Let's see what happens. No, I'm not rushing trades either. Just get a Samsung. Never been a fan, to be honest with you. Never been a fan. My first phone, when I started trading, was an Infinix Hot something. Let me show you. My first phone was, when I started trading, it was this is how you spell Infinix. Infinix Hot what? Hot Spark? No, wasn't even a 9, I think. Had like this. No, that was what? 2016. Okay, I can't see it. Yeah, it looked like this. It looked like this one right here. It looked like this one. Was it? Yeah, it looked like this one. It looked like this one. Though the color's a bit different, but it looked like this. This was my first phone I took a trade on, 2016. First phone I took a trade on, 2016. It's a while ago. Some of you guys were never traders. Some of you guys were never even thought that there could be trading existing. It's the first time. It's a while back. That's a while back. What do you guys think about BTC though? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts in the chat. I see. What do you guys think about BTC? Give me your thoughts in the chat. I was in grade 8. Yeah, you see? Some of you guys were literally in grade 8. BTC and ETH, buy. Okay, all the best. Giving those signals to whoever you're giving them to. Where is it now? It's gone. I think I gave it to some relative of mine some time back. Yeah. And how many phones do you have now? Right now, I have 3 phones. I have 3 phones right now. I have one phone that if you call me, I'll pick up. I have the other phone. If you call me, I'll not pick up. And I won't explain why. 9 years. Not really, it doesn't, that doesn't sound like that. Get back to gold. Okay, let's go back and see what's happening in gold. Gold looks like it's about to break, right? Why do we still have this alert here? Let's take it out. Price hit it already. Delete. Make sure you join my VIP. I could trade live FOMC tonight, which is the minutes with everybody in there, all right? Which is the Telegram channel we have. It's free. Just fund your account at Exness and join that. All right. So I'll be live here, probably be live in there. So make sure you join. There'll be crazy volumes later tonight. Trust me, 100% guaranteed. Crazy volumes, 8 p.m. today. I've seen that happen. It's gonna happen again. Candle hasn't closed yet. This one, waiting for this candle. Then we could take a shot, right? What do you guys think? This candle here. Take a shot. Put a stop. Something like this. Is it? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like this. Try Pixel. Not a fan, to be honest. What platform are you using for analysis? This is TradingView, my man. TradingView. I have a video that I'm recording for YouTube, right? It's titled. What is it titled? Let me check. I haven't published it yet, so I'm still recording with my guys. It's titled "How to Start Trading Forex as a Beginner." Now, as a complete beginner in 2025. Very interesting video for every beginner. You guys will see it very soon. So I'll break down some of my strategies and stuff that I do, strictly for beginners. I realize we have a lot of beginners in Zambia who are trying to get into trading, which is a good thing, which is really a good thing. So when they get in, they're scared by all these things that they see us do on the charts. We're like, what the hell is this? So I figured out, let's put together some kind of like a course. Yeah. I think I'm going to take a trade here. Look at that. Market's moving already. Yeah. I think I'm going to take a trade here. Oh, what? Oh, maxed out. Maxed out. Yeah. But I took a trade. When are you having a physical meeting at your office? I don't know, man. But currently meetings are ongoing right now. Just that I'm not there personally. But there's meetings going on right now. When you build a system, you don't need to be there to have things move. So I built a system that I don't need to be in certain places for certain things to happen. Everybody knows what they have to do. Everybody knows what has to happen. I'm there when I need to be there. So things are happening right now. So if you want to be part of any meetings, just check in. It's not everything that we post, to be honest with you. Like sometimes you think like if I don't post nothing, then nothing's happening. No, that's not how it works. Alrighty? It's not how it works. When is the masterclass? When should I do it? Give me a date. Tell me when to do it. Tell me when to do it. I was supposed to do it October, right? But I got a very crazy schedule. So I'm thinking you can tell me when you want me to do it. Then I'm gonna do it. What's something you learned from Benson? What's something I learned from Benson? Which Benson? Jeffrey? Is it possible on a holiday? What do you mean by that, Nathan? Did you take this trade, sir? Yes, I did. You don't complicate stuff, right? You guys see how I trade. A very simple strategy, easy in, easy out. One of the easiest ways you can trade. Do you trade the same strategy with all your friends? Most of my close friends, yes, but not all my friends. Some of my friends trade differently. A lot of them trade differently. Their stuff works on Independence Day. No, I can't do any courses, any trainings on that day. No. Yeah. What broker do you use? There's a link in the description. I use Xnest for some time now. You can ask me questions around the platform itself. And how do you find it? Some of you guys are using it actually. Not only by my influence, but because you saw how good the platform is. So yeah. You can tell me how you're finding it. Well, if you were to compare it with other platforms, then you realize. Do you know that some platforms have stop outs at 20%? Do you know what that means? Do you guys know what that means? Okay, let's do this. let's see. Mm, I'm trying to find something for you guys here. Just give me a second. But I'm going to ask you this question, right? With reference to the other platforms that you guys use, what are their stop out levels? What are their stop out levels? Like, tell me some of the platforms besides Excellence that you guys use, and what are their stop out levels? I have a platform here. It's trying to load, but I can't see it. What are their stop out levels? Like when you get into like a losing position, right? And maybe you can't say you maybe sometimes you didn't over risk or whatever, but maybe the margin's just not really in your favor. Price goes against you and stuff. Are you in gold? Yes, 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 and yes. What are their stop out levels? Some of these platforms that you guys use. I know that one platform called Deriv has their stop out levels at 20%. I could be wrong, but that's the last time I traded on that platform. I was stopped out at 20%. When my account got to like 20% of depletion, it was just stopped out. All positions were stopped out. But I also know that Exness has a stop out of, guess, you guys guess. What is Exness's stop out levels? Well, only if you've experienced the platform, maybe you could guess right. Guess Exness's stop out levels. And you can compare that to other platforms too. Well, it's only when you're affected by things like this that maybe you probably understand. Exness's stop out levels is 0. Look at this. It's literally 0% on all account types. 0%. Literally 0%. I think that's what you're looking for in a platform. Because like sometimes you're running positions that are really bad and market's going against you. You don't want to be stopped like before your account is like completely out in terms of equity, right? There's times like that. You just don't want to get stopped out when your account is like the equity is not equivalent to the running P&L. So, or you might want to look for a platform that has a 0 stop out level, such that even if you're running negative, let's say you have a $100 account, you're running negative $80 P&L, all right? You're running negative $80. The broker won't stop you out. The broker only stop you out when you get to $100. Then your trades start closing. Then they start closing because your P&L is equivalent to your equity. So everything closes. There's some brokers who your P&L does not have to be equivalent to your equity for them to stop you out. So they stop you out even when your P&L, okay, your P&L is, let's say $60. Your account is $100, but your P&L is $60 negative. Then they stop you out. It's bad for business because sometimes what if markets were going to turn? What if markets were going to turn and you didn't decide to close, right? No, but they stop you out automatically. So I hope you understand what that means. Sometimes don't just pick platforms because it's everybody is using this platform. No. Don't do that. Just understand things like that. Excellence taking over. Always been. I always want to join your streams, but I can't because I'm always in uniform. I don't know what you mean, but yeah. Explain what you mean by stop out levels. I think I explained in the most simplest ways. All I know is that it's got 0 balance protection. Yes. So now the zero balance protection is even if you're running, let's say you have $100 account, right? And you're running negative zero. No, you're running negative 100 and no. Let's say you're running negative $95, and all of a sudden there's a spike against you, all right? And now it jumps from negative $95 to quickly negative $200 or quickly negative $150. You don't owe the broker anything. You don't owe the platform anything. What simply happens is that your balance resets to zero. Once upon a time, I think I took a trade on a platform called Traders Way some time back. My first time when I started trading, I lost more than what I had in my account. And you know what happened? They took that account balance instead of it being at zero, because I lost everything in the account. They took it to negative something. I think I had like maybe $200 and something from what I remember. But they took that account balance to like negative something. And it was static like that. All I realize is the next time I try to deposit, part of what was in negative for that account is deducted from my actual deposit before I could perform any trade. Yeah, that happened to me. Like the brokers, like you're owing the broker some money. Like imagine you lost $100, everything is gone. Your account should reset to zero. That's what should happen. So why should the broker keep you in negative? Let's say you had $100, you lose $150. Well, because of a spike, you lose more than what you have. Why should the broker make you owe them $50? In a sense that the next time you deposit, you'll be owing them a $50 instead, but then you lost your initial deposit. Doesn't make sense to me. But some brokers do that. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, a little bit of some stuff that probably you close your eyes to. Could happen to you someday. It's happened to me today. I don't know what broker that is, you see. So you mean negative 100, then you get stopped out. Yeah, if you have 100, you get stopped at 100. If your positions, which is P&L, runs to like negative 100, everything stopped out, then it resets to zero. It shouldn't reset to negative. It should only reset to zero, because why should you lose more than what you have? Okay, doesn't make sense to me. Like I deposited $100. Why am I losing more than $100? Doesn't make sense to me. All right. If you're losing more than $100, well, the broker is doing something you don't know. Probably it's something you don't know. Yeah, God is doing a little bit of here and there here. But all I know is we are set to move up. Looks like it. What do you guys think? 50 minutes time frame. Closed above this area. It did. We closed above that area. What do you guys think? Let me get a screenshot of this. Probably send a signal to our VIP platform. While the trade is still where it is, let's send this trade. Let's get a screenshot here. Bear in mind, we could lose, right? And I'm okay. I'm always okay losing money. So you just need to understand how you are trading. Alrighty? Yeah. Has that ever happened to any of you guys before? Has what I just spoke about ever happened to any of you guys before? You're in a position where you're owing the broker. Well, in the first place, you shouldn't be owing the broker anything. Even though they give you some kind of like, backup, like, which is leverage, right? You shouldn't owe them nothing. That's none of your business. You should only lose exactly what you put in. Yeah. Someone says, would you recommend pro firms? I answer this question on every stream. I say, become profitable on your own account first, Then later on, you could think of trying out pro firms and whatever. Yeah, let's send this straight to the VIP platform. We're gonna put our TP around like 4,040. No, 4,044. Yeah, 4,044. Mm-hmm. We're gonna put our TP2 at 4,052. Yeah, it looks just right. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. You seem chill today. Yeah, I'm chill, man. It's just an easy Wednesday. I took some kind of like a break doing too much this week. I have a lot of things going on over the weekend, but I'm still working. Still working. What's your stop loss? My stop loss is gonna be at around 4,023. 4,023. That's my stop loss. Yeah. Gold is the easiest to trade right now. It could be the hardest too. Because where you think you should buy from, price could turn. Yeah, this question is asked on every stream. Yes. Lopi, where have you been? People ask me this question. Pro firm or what? Should I trade a pro firm? Should I come on? You're not profitable with your own personal account. So there's no way you should go trade a pro firm. No way. Receive the trade in the VIP. Thanks. Anytime. Yeah. Send out the trade to the VIP. VIP got the trade. Let's go, guys. Ask me some questions. If you want to join the stream, right? Like you wanna come here and be my guest. Let me put a link here. You wanna come and be my guest. Okay. And you wanna come here and just like ask me some questions on stream via video. I'll put a link in the description here. No, I'll put a link in the comments. There's a link right there. You guys can use it. This link, if you want to come join video call stuff. How many points are you risking? All I know is a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, but I think this is like 120, 100 and 112, 111 to make 351. It's good. It's a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. Mm-hmm. At what time does your day start? And do you have a morning routine? Yes, I have a daily routine actually. My day starts every day at exactly 6:30, 7 hours max. I don't start my day at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. No, I'm not gonna lie to you that I start my day at that time. I'm sleeping at that time. My day starts off at 6. Yeah, mostly 6 hours. And I have a couple things I do in relation to trading. Obviously, I'll do my pre-market analysis. I'll try and understand if there's any news for the day. I'll try and set my accounts in place. All right. There are certain accounts that I deposit every day I'm trading, and there are other accounts that I just swing trade. Not really like swing trade per se, but I just hold positions for slightly a little bit more time than usual. So I try like position myself for that. If I have to fund certain accounts, I have to do that. Yeah, and a couple other things, obviously. So. Hmm. Could you do an educational content on how to mark the psychology levels on gold? Sure, I'll do one for you, okay? Could you simply explain how you trade the sessions? I missed it. I don't trade the sessions. Judah, I don't trade the sessions. I simply look for volumes within different sessions. I don't trade the sessions. You see these things that you see on my chart, right? A lot of you guys have been asking me, like, hey, how can I get that? How do you use that? No, this does not make me profitable. Okay, please let's say that once and for all. These are just strictly session markings to know that this was Asian and this is currently London and this was New York and this is what happened during New York. All right. Well, per se, there could be some kind of like certain, I would say, behavioral pattern per se, whereas in if we had recent, okay, let me put out like a brand new screen here. Okay, this is a behavioral pattern. Okay, some kind of like behavioral pattern. If this is, let's say, New York, right? Let's say this is NY, New York station. Okay, if this is New York station, it most likely will have its own trading station. I mean, its own trading range. So maybe this is New York trading range. Okay, from like let's say that high to this low. That means that this is New York's low. That's New York's high. This is entirely New York's trading range. All right, and then most likely after that there will be some kind of like post New York. Okay, for a couple hours before you get into Asian station. All right. So now let's say you get into Asian station. And when you get into Asian station, let's say Asian station opens, let's say here, right? Let's say this is Asian station. All right. Asian. This might not be everything to this, but just get whatever you can get. This is Asian. Let's just put A for Asian. All right. This is Asian station. If Asian station opens right here, most likely there is a possibility that perhaps maybe price might want to come back, retest New York's high before it can push up. All right. Or if it doesn't, well, it could create a new trading range. All right. That maybe pushes price to the upside. All right. Most likely, if you're trading above a recent session high, price is most likely going to go to the upside. If you're trading below it, could probably go to the downside. All right. So like in this case, if price open here, could go down. All right. Retest New York session's high, they possibly push the upside. All right. But also it depends with the trading range. All right. Depends with the volumes and the trading range. Right. Depends with all of that stuff. So, but there's no hidden gimmick like holy grail and stuff. No. Okay. There isn't. Yeah, gold is in the drawdown right now. Gold is in the drawdown. What time frame is that? It's a 15 minutes time frame. It is a 15 minutes time frame. You invite your wife on a stream one day. Sure, I will. But she's very shy. She's very shy. What? Okay, I think I answered this. Do you think one has to completely change as a person to be profitable? So, like friends, daily activity, blah, blah, blah. I think that stuff contributes to your profitability levels. You need to be a completely different person to move from losing to winning, right? Kind of like there's a certain mindset you might need to adopt, a certain way of thinking, a certain group of what associates, certain group of friends, associates, things like that. You might need to make adjustments. Well, in everything, generally, not just trading, I would say. You're probably where you are right now because of people you're hanging around. You haven't made changes to those same old friends of yours because you feel like you break their hearts. You want to you want to make it with them. Even though they're not really being in any way valuable to what you have going on. Right? Probably you might need to make changes to things like that. I had to do a lot of changes as well as time goes by. So I think that really contributes. Are you trading right now? Yes, Daliso. Open your eyes. Open. Can you see it? Open your eyes. Please check out BTC USD. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, it's going down, but there's no confirmation yet to the trade that I was telling you guys we could take. All right. There's no confirmation as yet. I know that we have what you guys call is trend line here. hmm I know that we have that, but there's no confirmation as yet as to whether we should take that trade yet. No, is it? Someone says, "Can you please take a look at GBP JPY? Thinking it will continue to the upside." Okay, one of my favorite assets to trade too, pound yen. Um, gold is still at the entry. Gotta be careful with what you're doing there, though. Yeah, it's not a time to be reckless and careless. Oh, gold hit all-time high. It's gonna continue going to the upside. No, it might just retrace and just go down and give you a shock of your life. Okay, so you need to be very, very careful. GBP, JPY. Um, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it might continue going to the upside from what I see here. We had today's open here. I see that we're getting so much volume off that open. Look at how price is just coming right there. We're testing that same level and going up. So if you are in a trade, you could hold further if price breaks this level. Looks like a bullish trend. I didn't have to do too much. Just looking at it, looks bullish. Look, high highs and high lows, right? So if we break this level, that will be us breaking a high. Okay, so higher high, higher high, higher low, and we are somewhere here. So check if this is an extract. Okay, you see this is an uptrend, right? So if we break this level, we go further. We could go further. All right, that's what that means. So yeah, I do think that your prognosis, that's how you pronounce that word. Prognosis is analysis. That's English, buddies. Yeah, your prognosis is correct. Yeah. Um, I'm personally looking at BTC anticipating sales. Did you take a look at it? Yes, I was assuming that we could go for sales too on BTC. That was part of my prognosis. Part of my prognosis. So go tell them you learned a new word on stream. You learned a new word on stream today. Are you on Facebook? Yes, I am on Facebook. Let me show you. Go follow me on Facebook. Haven't been active on Facebook. Yeah, I need to get back being active. Sometimes I lose track of my socials, like I completely forget that I am on this thing you call social media. This is my Facebook right here. The only Facebook I have. You see what it has? It's verified. If anybody texts you, hey, fund, hey, what, invest, what, it's not me. Clearly, it's not me. Okay? Don't be fooled. This is my only Facebook. 17,000 followers. How we grew on Facebook in less than 6 months. Yeah, in less than 6 months. We've grown so fast on Facebook. But this is my Facebook. That's one of my contacts right there. This is my email right there. And this is my Instagram. So if you click right there, takes you to my only Instagram. All right, let me show you my only Instagram. Some of you guys are always wondering which is which. All right, so yeah, this is my only Instagram as well. It's verified as well. All my social media except TikTok and do you need verification for YouTube? I don't know, but except my TikTok and maybe YouTube. But this is my only Facebook account. Don't be hit up by anybody else claiming to be me and you assume it's me. It's not me. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, gold is playing around the entry. It's playing around the entry. I don't expect it to move too fast. Hey, Jeffrey Benson was in the country. Can we get to see him on the live with you? Yeah, sure, we could. I met him on Monday. He was on Monday or Tuesday. Well, no, it was Monday actually. He's a good guy. He's doing big things for himself and his community down Nigeria. And we're building here too. We're building here. We're building here. Definitely, we're building here. I'm telling you, the trading community is gonna look different in the next 5 years from now. The Zambian trading community is gonna look very different, especially if we all keep putting in the work, you inclusive. Well, if you want your trade just like privately by your own, it's still fine. But as long as you're contributing to the community in different ways, well, you could join platforms, you could interact with other traders. Don't keep everything to yourself. Don't be like, I'm just going to be making money and just like whatever I use is just going to be kept to myself. Don't do that. Help out some other guys who, one day will remember you for that help that you rendered. Like, wow, I made it here because of so and so. This guy helped me. I have a lot of people who say that about me. I don't take pride in that as such, like grow a big head, but I'm like, wow, I'm humbled to hear that. I have so many guys who would tell me, you know what, I only started becoming profitable after I learned from you, after I joined your paid course, after I got access to your free course and stuff like that. So whatever it is. Yeah, gold is going in the drawdown right now. Should this scare us? I don't know yet, but it is what it is. Just risk responsibly. The trade I exited on the stream on Monday, but no, I exited the first position, and then I got back in before the stream was done, and then after that, market shot up. I saw a lot of you guys were sending me your profits in the DM, which was good, which was really good. But just be careful with this one too. We could be buying so high. We could be buying so high. When I say be careful, I mean risk responsibly, right? Like you could hold to like your stop, but if you over risk, you're gonna lose your account by the time you get your stop or before you get your stop. Check BTC. Yeah, BTC is dropping here too. We have an exhaustion area here. But if this candle can close bearish, could be interested in seeing sells further to the downside from here. This also could be, you guys would draw it like this, I know. Is it to the upside? Yeah, something like that. This candle closing bearish would push price to the downside too. It could push price to the downside. Let's all like the stream, guys. Then I'll continue. If you don't like the stream, I'm going to end here. Let's all like the stream. I've been enjoying our lessons. That Excense terminal you use, is it for free? Yeah, Excense terminal is for free. You don't need to pay anything. Just open an account, then you have a terminal. Like Mr. Lee. Yeah, Lee is one of my good students. Yeah. Cameron learned how to trade. Well, I can't really say he learned how to trade from me from scratch per se, because he overall already had a best, right? And I love to add some light, touch some light to careers like that. You could already have an established path that's maybe not really working per se, and then you meet a person who shows you a couple things, and it touches up your whole path, and you just blossom. So his was more of like that than a person who comes and is like completely new to trading. I like touching paths like that too. Like you're new, you don't have any idea about trading. But yeah, I've had a lot of different people actually who I I've torched, like add some light to their path by conversation, by class, by sessions, by meetings. Yeah, sometimes just by interaction. Walking by the streets, you meet a person, they stop you, you have a conversation, and show them a few things and stuff, and then it starts working for them. So, yeah. Am I late? No, you're not late. We are in a drawdown right now. You are not late. Someone says, do you use the track? Wait, what do you use to track your trades, like win rates, risk reward ratio stuff? No, I just look at my position sizing. What do you call this? Position 2. Yeah, it's basically what I'm using here to talk about like risk reward ratios and stuff. So if I'm gonna take shorts here, right? My risk reward ratio is clearly right there. Okay, my stop is right there. My target could be maybe here and stuff. So yeah, this is something I'm waiting to see if it could play out. What are we looking for? What are we looking for, or what are we looking at? We're looking at gold. We're looking at BTC, pound, yen, and different other assets. Do you journal trades? I get asked this question too every now and then. Currently, I don't journal all my trades, unless I'm trying to do it for educational purposes. But if it's not, I just don't. I just don't see the need anymore. Yeah, I'm just being honest with you. Do you ever think about giving up on trading when things got hard? Did I ever think about giving up on trading? Yes, lots of times. 100%. I've had times where, yeah, could have given up. It's a race between US, China, Rwanda. When it comes to the drones and air taxi, that's why it's important that the aviation. Okay, yeah, okay, I get what you're talking about, but I don't know where that falls in. What would you recommend? Would you recommend a journaling tool or platform? Yeah, but the one that I would is kind of like a paid platform. It's called Trezella, so you have to pay to sort of like access the features there and stuff. So, is it worth it? Yes, it is worth it. If you have the money for it, just pay for it. What age did you start trading? Right now, I am 20. 21. I'm 21. Man, I forget my age sometimes. I'm 26. Yeah, I'm 26. So if you do -5, -6. But the thing is, even though I started that way back ago, I wasn't really like something I was doing every day. So on and off. Yeah, so probably why it took so long. I see a lot of careers these days in 6 months blossoms, because you guys are very consistent. Personally, I wasn't. I didn't take it like you guys do take it these days. It was a playground. Like, oh, this thing, come back again. Oh, this thing, come back again. Trade Wave is free. Recommendation by somebody there. Trade Wave is free. Can you please go back to gold? Okay. Gold is still playing around the entry. Do you guys think we should hold? Hold or close? Hold or close? Type it. Hold or close? Hold or close? Where did you become profitable? I think that was in the third year of my trading career. Yeah. Hold or close? Hold or close? Hold or close? We hold. We hold. We close. Person says close. Person says hold. Yeah. If we close, we'll be gambling, I think. Because there's no reason for us to close, right? Don't you think so? Kind of feel like it too. Like there's no reason as to why we should close. Price should give us reasons to close, to be honest. Right now there isn't. So you know the reasons for me to close is when I start seeing bearish candles closing. M5 is failing to break the high. Hold is either TP or stop loss. I like that mindset. We are private fund managers. We hold. Yeah. What advice would you give to someone who is scared to lose money? They shouldn't actually do anything that involves losing money. If you're scared to lose money, don't do anything that involves you losing money. Things like trading, business. Just go to your job. You won't lose money at your job. They'll keep the money for you. They'll pay you at month end. Don't involve yourself in business. Don't invest. Don't. Yeah, that's it. Just don't do it. Did you think I'll tell you there's anything else? No, just don't do it. If you don't want to lose money, just don't involve yourself in business. Don't join trading. Don't because here we lose money. We're not scared of losing money. We lose money. It hurts, but we also look at the fact that we've had more better days than bad days. So that's why we continue doing the same thing, which is called investing and putting our money where it's risky. Who introduced you to trading, and how long did it take you to start making profits? Took me a while to start making profits, consistent profits. Well, I made profits the first day I started trading, actually, but it wasn't consistent. It was a gamble. I think I was just like gambling. But who introduced me to trading? I think I said this story a couple of times. I was watching a Facebook post, a Facebook live stream by some pastor man who was talking about how he's making money from trading. So I started off from there. Hold, the 1 hour candle will be closing in 11 minutes, and that will give us a greater insight. Yeah, let's see. This is business. It's not always that we should expect to win a win-win situation. Yeah, we lose a lot in business, much as we win too. So, no confirmed reasons to close. Yeah, might say the same thing too. Most of the big businessmen are risk takers. If you really want to be rich, you have to take risks. Yeah, calculated risks. Don't just take any risk, just calculated risk. Should be very calculated. Because there's some dummies that go about risking it all to make nothing. So just take calculated risk. You know what I mean by risking it all to make nothing? There's no analysis. There's no protection in the business that you're getting into. Nothing. Of course, there's nothing like guaranteed results in anything, but there should be some kind of protection. Okay, so you get into trading. What's the protection? Okay, how am I protected? Well, there are tools that protect you. If you put a stop, if you lower your lot size according to your account size, well, you'll be protected. But if you get into trading and you avoid or ignore any protective tool or protective measure, you are just basically gambling. Actually, you're not trading. And in as much as you say you're risking to make money, you are just basically risking with your eyes closed. Kind of like this trade we have here. Okay, we could take a loss. Fine, good. We took a loss. But there's some people who risk it all on one thing. I don't call that business. That's gambling. That's even baiting, right? Baiting is not entirely not business. One of my friends sat me down and explained that to me. It's not entirely not business. There's a business side to it, actually. Like especially if you understand how much you're putting in, how much you're keeping, how much you're gonna, how you're moving your money, right? Because sometimes where I haven't done baiting actively as such, so I get it. I get the references from people who do it around me. and they tell me, look, I treat it like a business because I understand the inflow and outflow of money. Like I'll put in this much. If I make this much, I take out this much. I don't take this back into the platform. I play around with this much to see if I can make that much, right? So it in a sense it now sounds like business. In a sense it starts to sound like business. Not that I recommend baiting, right? I'm not also saying you don't bait. Okay, yeah, full margin, go hard, go home. That's a very bad mentality. Yeah, people do that. Thunder. Yeah, people do that a lot, but I would never recommend that. Or if it's money you want to play with, cool, do it. If it's not money you don't want to play with, just don't do it. It's all risk to reward. Yes, you risk this portion to make that portion. Okay, you risk this portion to make that portion. Right, that's business. But if you're gonna say, I can't hear anything. Oh, sorry, maybe your device or something. If you say you're gonna risk whatever you don't know, if you say you're gonna risk question mark to make 100,000, it's not business, because now you could be having unrealistic expectations. Okay, you could be just merely gambling, right? Well, at least if you say you're gonna risk 1,000 to make 3,000, now I know that there's business involved there, right? And probably even though there should be some skill involved, there should be some kind of like some analysis to whatever you're doing and all of that. Aviator, there's no stop loss. No, I get it. There's no stop loss, but I think they have like what do you call that? No, it's not stop loss though. But it looks like lots. It looks like, I don't know what they call that. I don't know what you guys call it. But you can put a certain amount and max out to that amount, something like that. Whatever. Anyway, how much for mentorship? Hit me up, Martin. If you're really interested in that, just hit me up. Yeah, if you're really, really interested, you hit me up. If you're not, just don't. Auto cash out. It sounds like TP. Auto cash out sounds like TP. Yeah, candle closed on a 5 minutes time frame. Let's see. This market has been slow, man, from the time we entered. Look, it's been ranging. But if you look closely, it looks like we have on a 5 minutes, we have this little area of interest here. I don't know if this would be held or maybe not, but it's just a game of probabilities. Still is a game of probabilities. Yeah, I'm down like $260. Yeah, crazy. But let's see what happens anyway. Let's see what happens. Slow day, slow morning, actually. But sometimes markets tend to even move after we are out of this stream. From sometimes what I've noticed, like I'll be done with the stream, and that's when markets sometimes eventually tend to move. More like volumes just differ different days. This could actually run fast or stop as well, so that would mean there's volume, but just opposite direction. Should I close some positions? It's all up to you, man. It's just literally all up to you. I'm currently still holding this position. If you check gold on TradingView, I see markets, the previous candle in 1 hour was bullish. Hence, we should hold this long position. Okay. What currency pairs do you usually trade? Pound yen, pound USD, USD JPY. Those are my favorite assets in terms of currencies. Okay. You could check them out. I highly recommend that. If you're a beginner, don't rush for the volatile pairs like gold, Nasdaq, BTC. They're very volatile. We lose so quickly, much as we make so quickly. But you could check out even the ones that are not so volatile, like the currency pairs, yeah. Not so volatile. Not always volatile. Pound yen is buying. Yeah, we looked at that. We looked at that. Look, from the time we looked at it. Wait, where is analysis here? Let's reload this page. No, let's take it back to pound yen. I think it was a different saver. Yeah, it was this one. We were looking at this earlier. So it's broken the highs. So it's more like if this is the replica of what's happening, this was the high. Okay, this was the high. So we've broken off this high, and now we're sitting at somewhere here. Well, some people would wait for like a retest. If they didn't enter this trade, well, that works too. But trust me that this market is going to go to the upside further. All right, it's going to continue going to the upside further. The days where, okay, not that. The days where you could, if the candle closes there, you could put your stop and aim for like a 1-to-3 risk reward ratio. Still valid. Still valid. Even if you look at it on a 30 minutes time frame, you are using that same candle, which is going to be closing in 1 minute actually. This is a very valid trade plan. Extremely. Left, nothing crazy. Yeah. Valid. Here. 30 minutes candle just closed. I think it must have closed on gold as well. Yeah. 5 minutes. Rejecting that smaller level that we put up. This yellow level. 15. Candle close bearish, but with a rejection to downside. Not so convincing for a candle to make me close this position if it closes with a rejection downside. All candles that close with a rejection to the downside most likely still have buying pressure, and that's the same buying pressure that's causing the rejections. Yeah, that's the same buying pressure that's causing the rejections. But yeah, anyway, just holding for that purpose that we're sticking to trade plan. I think it will hit a stop due to the order block on a 15. That could be true actually. NAMS, that could be 100% true. That could be 100% true. How come you tend to risk 100% of your account on a single setup? Because when you trade hits 1-to-1, account's already up 100%. Well, you see what I do, Brandon, right? What I do is this. Every time I deposit in my, let's say, day trading account, okay, this is what I do. And not like I recommend you do the same thing. I have day trading accounts where I deposit a certain amount of money. The amount of money I deposit, that is my overall stop for a trade. It sounds like bad business, okay? But in a sense, if you think about it, I was going to deposit $5,000, all right? But then I decided to deposit $1,000 in one account, and I said that's my overall stop, okay? So I see a good trade, and I scale in across different positions, all right? And I still keep my risk less because my stop is tight. Mostly my stop is tight, all right? So even though I lose, I won't lose like this trade. If I lose on this trade, it's not like I'm losing like entirely 1,008. I could lose maybe potentially around like, but of course 1,008 is like my overall stop. If I lose this 1,008, that's like overall what I'm willing to lose on this account, all right? But if I lose like, let's say 900, which is what I most likely could lose on this, if actually goes my stop, all right, I'm still okay with that. I don't know if you get the sense though, but that's what I do every now and then. That's what I do. So more like I have monetary values too. I deposit 1,000, and that's overall what I'm willing to lose. Okay, but even though I'm willing to lose that 1,000, okay, I'm still going to apply some kind of like risk management to ensure that I don't lose all of it on one trade. Yeah. What's the best advice you can give to a first-time trader? Focus on education. Yeah, forget the noise, lifestyles, and who's driving the best car. I know you're drawn to that more, but just don't focus on that. Yeah, don't focus on that. And don't ever think that there's money in teaching people how to trade. I see a lot of you guys think that, people, there's a lot of money in teaching people how to trade. Well, I aim in that business too. Like, I teach people for money too, right? People pay me to learn from me, right? But if you were to ask me, I don't make so much money from teaching people how to trade. Because in fact, to start it off, most people don't even have money to pay to learn how to trade. Okay. Lately, what I deal with mostly is people who want to learn to trade for free. So I'm okay with that. Right. So don't ever think that you could sideline your skill to teach to make money. All right. It's going to be a very hard thing to do. Right. So get a skill, make money from the skill. If you want to, you could provide some value, and then people can pay you for that value, right? Which is pretty also okay, right? Because you don't force them. You don't go to them like, hey, pay me, pay me. No, they come to you, they see the value you give them, they like it, they pay for it, they get it. If they don't like the value, they shun away, which is fine, right? And you keep using your same value, that's fine, right? But focus more on your skill set, all right? If you're a beginner, even if you're an intermediate, you've already been on this trading path for some time, your main focus should be, let your skill set be what pays you more money. Okay, let your skill set be what brings you the most money. Everything else, sideline that. Okay, sideline that. Where there could be extra sources in the niche, like I do have extra sources in the niche. I'm open. I'll talk about these things. Trust me. Like, it's not, I can hide these things. You guys see these things. People do them. I provide signals. I provide education. Fine. Those are two things I do only. I don't do account management. I don't do anything else. Right. From those service provisions, I do make money. Facts. Okay. I don't lie you. I make money from that. Right. Is it compared? Is it as much money I make from trading? No, not even halfway. It's not. It's money that helps me pay for a few bills. My office spaces, facilitate a couple of things, platforms, and which keeps things going. Simply that. Anyway, are you going to be trading live in the Discord? Most likely for FOMC tonight. Have you ever felt like stopping the trade? Yeah, it used to happen. Now it can't. You know why it can't? I've built a very strong mind. Been through it all. Yeah, the volume is coming now. We are in some profits. Blue screen. Volume is coming in now. It's not a time to say I'm right, I was wrong. No, it's a time to make your money. Simple. Okay. Because you see, one thing about me when I come on these streams, I'm here for an hour, close to two sometimes. I don't push away anybody's analysis. Okay. I respect it. Well, look, there's an order block there, what and what. Well, you're right from what you're seeing, from your perspective. Right. So if a trade plays out, if you're in any community, you trade around certain people, right? It's not a time to be like, oh, I was right. No, it's time to make your money. Right. Also, it's extra confidence to the fact that whatever you're using works. Okay. Whatever you look at actually works. It's a confidence booster. All right. So take it more like that. For me, every time a trade is playing out in my favor, I take it more of like, this is a confidence booster. Okay. It keeps me knowing fully that my strategy works. My strategy works. And I would repeatedly do the same thing over and over again. Guys, let's all like the stream if you want me to continue. Okay, or I'm gonna end here. Let's all like the stream if you guys want me to continue. Do you recommend to take a position on pound yen? Yes, I think I did recommend. If you look at pound yen, I did recommend. No, the pound yen I recommended, it was on a different. Yeah, I did recommend. This is good. This is good. Your stop loss is right there. It's good. This is good. No doubt about that. This is good. Yes, this is good. I said that about 5 times. So, but I am in gold here. I am in gold. You see the 5 minutes now? The structure is changing, right? This candle closes like 2 minutes. This one. If it does close above here, it means there's a bit of some volume coming in now. Yeah. 50 minutes closes also in like 7-8 minutes. You always win on your streams. No, not always. But maybe you've joined most streams where I win. But it's not always. Jonas here, always giving out value. Anytime, Jonas. It's good to see you in the chat. You're doing great, Mr. Nas. Anytime. You see, one thing about me is I focus so much on providing value. If you look through the lines, right, just look at everything that I put out as content. There's no one YouTube video that's right on my YouTube that's more about like lifestyle and stuff. Most of it is about the value that I'm trying to provide. And going forward, that's always been my stance, right? Check out Telegram, check out what Facebook. Okay, Facebook, we do some, we express a bit of some humor there because it's Facebook. I mean, who takes Facebook serious? Do you guys take Facebook serious? I don't. You guys take Facebook serious? I don't. But anyway, I try to see how I provide value here and there too. We've been going live on Facebook as well. Meantime, we've been banned from going live. I don't know why, but maybe until later on we will. But I try and provide as much value as possible, just to keep you in the know-how, to keep you informed, to keep you on the right path. And I know how hard it is to start from scratch, especially how hard it is to actually be in a losing, streak. It's very hard. Guess what? I got greedy and lost it, which simply means I will continue trading till it makes sense. Thanks, Mr. Nas. Anytime. Don't get greedy next time. Can you please bring back breakdowns? Okay. Do you recommend beginners? Wait. Do you recommend beginners watching YouTube videos, or they should start looking for mentor and pay? Well, both. Both is good. The person's videos you're watching, if you feel like their value is good, pay them to get extra value. Why not? There could be more things they know than what they just put out in those videos. But if you feel like just following videos is enough, well, go ahead and do it. They probably reported your stream. They should be bad guys. Very bad guys. Much respect. This is helping. I'm glad. So 5 minutes candle closed. If you check out 5, it closed bullish. Do you know what the current 5 minute candle is doing? Is only creating a low before it can push further to the upside. Well, most likely, I didn't say that is bound to happen, but most likely that should happen. But we should have seen some crazy volumes by now, because guess what? Around 11:30, London is normally done. Okay, London volume is done. In fact, 11 hours actually. Yeah, check 11 hours. London session volume is normally done. Whatever happens thereafter is post London, which could be a continuation of the same volume, or or maybe not. All right. So we have about like roughly 48 more minutes. Is it? Yeah, 48 more minutes before we could conclude on whether God is still going to go to the upside or maybe not. All right. 48 minutes is still enough. It means we've got like about 2 30-minute candles to form. Those 2 30-minute candles forming could be maybe one forms from here to there, the other one forms from there to there. Halfway the trade plan, we could hit TPs. Hopefully. Sometimes we might not. Yesterday's market, the way gold was kicking out people with the wicks. Yeah, reason I didn't trade yesterday. But there are also good market conditions. If you know what you're doing, though. I remember 2 days ago, I lost $64, but before losing it, I told God if he helps me recover the money, I'll quit trading. But since I lost, it's time to get back to drawing board until God open. Wow. You guys do that to yourselves, yeah? Okay. So you take it as a sign, yeah? Like God is giving you a sign, like If your account is blown, you need to go back on these charts. Wow. Never done that to myself though, but yeah, yeah, I get it. When you help people, it's easy to be banned. Yeah, for whatever reason. There's some few haters who are like, I don't like what this guy is doing. Yeah. If you like the stream, like it and share the stream. It's a very slow market this morning. London has only moved about up, okay, 183 points and back 149 points. I still have a lot of hope in this trade. A lot of hope. I hope it doesn't fool me, but I still have a lot of hope in this trade. Pound yen is up. BTC is still playing here. So I gave you guys another BTC outlook, right? A break below here means we could sell. Oh, we didn't check out Nasdaq. Let's check out Nasdaq. I realized that lately it's been moving even in London section. Like yesterday, London went up. By the time it was like 13, price shot up too. Then New York just pushed it further to downside. Let's look at Nasdaq on a 30 minutes time frame. First and foremost, what do you guys think is a trend though here? What do you guys think is a trend? Way back, I'll draw trend lines across here. Like this. I'll do things like this. Would they work? Yes, they would work. But this acts like a support base, okay? It acts like a support base. Like, ooh, price going up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And break above here, price could shoot up, right? Something like that. But also let's bear in mind that the recent impulse move was from New York high yesterday to this low here. We're trading above the 23.6 level. That only means one thing, okay? If we break this level here, let's all look for buys, okay? If we break this level. Ladies and gentlemen, I say that. If we break this level, let's all look for buys. This is our area of interest right here. If we break this level, let's look for buys, and we could buy to potentially, firstly, it could be around these areas, all right? But because we have clean traffic on the left side, clean traffic, there's no much candlestick ranging, what and what, right? We could move potentially back to this level if the volume allows it. So this is another potential trade on Nasdaq, okay, that we're waiting for. Break around this area here. Thanks, Mr. Nas. Now that you replied to me, I feel like I've made it. I'm glad I made you feel like that. Uptrend, ranging in a bit, uptrend long term. Let's just close gold. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's leave it for a bit. Guys, I'll be ending this stream. I've been here for like an hour, 30 minutes now. But I gave you my outlook for most of the trades that I'm looking for today. Correct? And that's what matters. I don't have to be here to see all the trades play out. It's a lot of time. We'll be here live for 5 hours then. But I hope you loved it. Hopefully you got some value. Hope everybody enjoyed. Well, I'm still in a gold trade. I might also get into a Nasdaq trade soon. If we break this high, I might get into a Nasdaq trade. Yeah. What else? Okay, I explained BTC might go to the downside. High possibility if we only break this low. If we break that high, we could go up. I explained that too. Gold, I am sweating. No, I'm not sweating. I'm around the entry here on gold. Okay, so you have around like 3 to 4 probability setups for the day, all from me. I hope you love the streams because of that. Right? I hope you love the streams because of that. Because who comes live to give you trades every day? Okay, I wasn't live yesterday, but I'm live lately a lot. So hopefully you get most of the trades. Do me a favor, right? If you haven't really joined our VIP, go sign up. There's a link in the description. Register an account with Exness. That's the only way you can get access, right? I want to help people who are trading on the platform I recommend. And when you do that, hit me up, send me your account, which is funded. Then I'll add you to the VIP. So VIP looks like this. VIP looks like this. It's a free platform where I share some trades. I don't share all the trades, but I share some trades. Okay, where I do share most of the trades could be a different platform. But let me show you what I'm talking about here. Share a screen window right there. This is the VIP, right? This is the platform. This is the trade, okay, that we're in right now. Okay, look, this is the stop loss. That is the, the TPs and what and what. You see it? Yeah. This exact trade that we have right here. So you could copy or kind of like what? Take the same trades too if you join the platform. The future trades, and so on and so forth. Yeah, you could replicate them. So sometimes I'm not live here, so you could get them, right? I don't promise all trades, but at least I promise here and there, because I mean it's a spoon feeding and so on. But it's the exact trade we took. So I send it here with the stops, TPs, and everything else showing that right there. Yeah, so that's only if you wanna join that platform. See me up, and most likely I could be live because I know we have FOMC tonight. I could be live around that time to see how I can give some trades for FOMC as well. So if you want to join, you could join. Yeah, if you want to join, you could join. Kind of look at pound yen as well. I looked at that already. My analysis there is a confirmed buy. Thanks, Mr. Nas. We love what you're doing for the trading community. Anytime, man. Anytime. One of my friends here has blown up his account. Sadly. What is your birthday, boss? We give you one lot size on gold. What do you mean on that? My birthday is on 23rd of December. I'm born close to Christ. Some of you guys are born far away from Christ. But like, why are you born in July? Far away from Christ. But yeah, my birthday is then. So don't give me money. I think I have a little bit of enough of that. You could give me anything else. I think I have not too much, but I have enough for myself. Just give me something else. Just don't give me money. Yeah, I'm born close to Christ. You know when Christ was born? Christ was born on the 25th. I just came out 80, like 23rd. It's like 2 days in between. In fact, a day. Very close to Christ. "23rd, I have to be profitable before that." You see, you're not even profitable. How are you going to give me? We pray for you that you get profitable, Clara, until before 23rd. You see, the crazy part is that last year, 23rd, I got a fat payout on the 23rd on my birthday. Do you guys remember that? I got a fat payout from some pro firm. I got like around like 17,000 US dollars on my birthday. I think I still have it here. Let me see. Let me show you guys. I got a very nice fat payout. What platform was that? Okay, let me just check my mail. That was on the 23rd. Where do I do this from? Okay, there. Mm-mm. I'm trying to go to the exact date. I think that was Rise. Yeah, 23rd. 23rd. Don't worry, I'll find it. I'll find it. Check. This was it. My birthday. Right there. I was the happiest man. Afternoon of my birthday. But it's like that was some time back. 17,000 17,383. Yeah. This was the payout I got. How much was that? Let's see. How much is this? Um, let's do like a search. Let's look up. Search with Google. Whoa. Let's open a different tab. Okay, let's go back. Let's share this tab. How much was this? No. Why is everything getting messed up here? There we go. I think it was okay. It was around this much. Yeah, nearly 500,000 kwacha. Nearly 500,000. Nothing crazy. It was nearly 500,000. But I think it got to 500,000 because I got other 3-4 payouts after that. After this. Let me show you the other ones that I got. They were very small payouts. This one was a very small one. Wait, my screen is not showing now. Where is my screen? Wow. Just wow. Okay, it's coming now. It's coming. It's coming. And there we go. Yes. That was a very interesting one too. This was on the 23rd of January. Yeah. This was nothing crazy. This was like 1,006. Yeah, man. Trading is a beauty of trading. Beauty of trading. So if you can start working hard too and just focus, you could do the most. It was 500,000 then, $27. Yes, $27. It was 500,000 then. Yeah. 415. Now I think it was 500,000. I remember it like yesterday. Yeah, because I spoke so much about it. Because I was trying to like just not really flex, but like just give you guys some education as well. Yeah. I'll be leaving, guys. Gold is in profit. Okay, let's look at NAS. Someone says NAS looks promising. Okay, it does look promising, but it hasn't broken yet. It looks promising, but it hasn't broken. Just not yet. No, don't ask me questions like what program do you recommend? I don't recommend any. Okay, because the same platform I was trading on last time maybe might not be the same, might not be having the same environments now. I don't recommend any. Okay, I don't recommend any. Please, I recommend that you trade your personal account first and see if you can become profitable. Then use those skills on other platforms, make your money, then bring it back to your personal account. That's what I did. All right, that's what I did. So I don't recommend any. Just make your money in your personal account, build, or you could choose to maybe add more equity. okay, by purchasing a Pro, whatever the case might be. And then after that, you can now decide to get a payout. When you get a payout, you can push it back to your personal account. Then you have less rules, and that's what I did. Okay, and you could. Did you buy? Your English is wrong there though. But did you buy Hilux after? No, I didn't. Still pending. Buying the Luma. No, maybe it's pending. But as time went by, I stopped loving that car. Imagine not liking a car that you've never owned. Imagine you don't like a Vitz, but you never owned a Vitz. And some guys like, I can't buy a Vitz for my first car. You never owned one. You're walking right now. If you had the choice, I mean, it's not even a choice. You getting onto buses. It's not a problem though. But I mean, don't hate a car that you never owned before. Same position. If I've never owned such kind of a car, I shouldn't hate it, right? Yeah. That was 28 by then, so almost 500,000. Yeah, I think so. Can you fund me? No. Go work, take money. Go and do some work. Guys, I am out of here. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Nasdaq is about to buy very soon. All eyes on that. BTC is still ranging. All eyes on that. Gold is buying. All eyes on that, because we are in trades here. All right. I'll leave you here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Trade safely. Like I said, make sure you register an account if you can. There's a link in the description. Yeah, register an account. Hit me up. Join the. We have a VIP. You can join that. So meantime, I'm out of here. Make sure you. Yeah, someone says who won the competition on Instagram. Yeah, posted. Go check. Go check Telegram. Go check. You think your comment won? Why are you thinking your comment won? Did anyone hit you up that you won? There's someone that won, actually. Yeah. I do that every now and then. It's just not the most important thing, but I do it every now and then. All right. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Out of here.